Hello again. It's me, Jaime, with Roosters Comics, coming to you with another Specs of the Week. First question you're probably wondering is why the new channel and why so long between video recordings? It's been almost a year. Well, the thing is, my YouTube channel accidentally got deleted, which really put me down in the dumps because basically meant I had to start from square one. So that and life and the things that life throws at you and just the discouragement of the channel, losing the channel, you know, messed with me, took its toll. But as you can see now, I've got a new channel, new logo, new art, same old opinion that I'm going to give you. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion on what I think the hottest books are coming out. It's been a long time since we did one, so I decided to review 3 books that I've done in the past, but they have relevance to what's going on now. Guys, since I'm doing this all over again, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe. That being said, let's go ahead and get into this week's specs. Alright guys, so the first book we're going to be talking about today is Ultimate Spider-Man Issue 1 from 2024. So this book just came out last year and has a lot of key significance. First, a relaunch the Ultimate Universe, and in this universe, Spider-Man does get married to MJ and has kids. And we have the first appearance of Richard and May Parker. So the reason why I think that this book is right now at $137 raw, $200 for 9.8, is because of the first appearance of May Parker. We all know Spider-Man One More Day is right now in the process of filming, and Sadie Sink of Stranger Things is going to be in the movie. We don't know who she's playing yet, but some of the speculation is that she will be playing May Parker. So until they officially announce it, I see this book continuing to climb because speckers are going to spec, and I'm not going to hate on them at all. As you can see right now, the GPA is on a 9.8. It's been pretty steady since the book first came out in 2024. You're looking at right here. It sold for 200, 200, 197, 170, and it's just been steadily right around the 150 to $200 range. You get some peaks right here. Somebody actually spent, what is this right here, the high of 192, and then it came back down to 186. And if you look this year so far, 123 9.8s have sold, and as you can see, it's just steady since the month of August. You're looking at 180s, slowly climbing to 190s, slowly climbing to 200s, 225, 200s, 220s. This person got a really good deal at 189, you would think. So yeah, as you can see, this book has just been holding steady, and I think it's going to continue holding steady and slightly climbing until Spider-Man One More Day comes out next year. Do I think this book has great long-term spec? Honestly, I think kind of, sort of, because this run has been very, very, very well received. And as you can see, before Sadie Sink was even announced, when this book first came out, it was holding value. Reason being is we're seeing Peter Parker in a whole different light. We're seeing him with a family, having to deal with being Spider-Man and having a family. And people, when a run is really, really good, people want to buy those books, and there's demand for those books. So I think that this book is going to be consistently right around here. It's going to slightly climb up, leading up to the movie, and then it'll slowly dial down. I think anywhere between $150 and $200 is a great, great deal for this book. All right, guys, let's go on to book number 2. Book number 2 is a book that came out in 1968, Fantastic Four Annual number 4, and that is the first appearance of Franklin Richards. Now, if you remember first video way back in the day, I told you guys I thought this book was a great spec because I felt that when the Fantastic Four movie came out, if they introduced Franklin Richard, this book's going to climb. Because Franklin Richard is a very, very important character in the Fantastic Four mythos. Well, he did. So this book, obviously, is not cheap. Raw, you can get it for, if you've got money, for about $1,200 at near mint. And if you're looking at a slabbed version, like I tell people, $1,000 is probably the most I'd ever want to spend for a book, unless I really came into some serious money. You can get a 9.0 for $1,000, which I think is a great deal. If we look at the GPA for this one, we'll go right into that 9.0 range, and as you can see, this book has been trending up. Going back to 2002, this book literally was a $59 book. So, for those people that bought it back then, the ROI is ridiculous. Right around 2014, it spiked up to $655, and then as you can see, As the MCU carried on and the Fantastic Four movie was announced, this book just kept on climbing. It peaked up here at 3,000. It dipped back down a little bit. Then leading up to the movie, it's been holding steady right around between $800 and $1,000. This year, 5 copies have sold so far only. When you get to these high-priced books, they don't sell nearly as much, but you've got right here $960, $975, $950, $1,020, and basically $1,200. I think if you can get this book anywhere between $900 and $1,200, I think it's a great deal. I think this is one of those books that, as time goes on, being that it is a major key Silver Age book, the scarcity and the print runs of the Silver Age are a lot less, and they're more rare to find in good condition. So I think this book's going to continue to hold its value, and especially if they do Franklin Richards right in the MCU. I think where the MCU is right now, they need some characters that people can rally around. And I think if they do Franklin Richards right, this can be something that can maybe help turn the MCU around. I'm not too sure about that now, guys, the way they've been going. But, I mean, Fantastic Four wasn't a horrible movie. I personally liked it. I felt it was a little too late compared to what they've done in the past with the other movies. But I still think this book is a good book to invest in. The last book of the day is Fantastic Four 49 from 1966. And guys, this is the very first appearance of Galactus, the second appearance of the Silver Surfer, and first appearance of Galactus on the cover, and Silver Surfer on the cover. Or, excuse me. This is the very first full appearance of Galactus, second appearance of the Silver Surfer, and first cover appearance of the Silver Surfer with Galactus. So this book, it is a super expensive Silver Age book. Near mint copies raw are going right around $2,800, where if you're looking at a 9.6, you're looking at about $20,000. So if you can find something that's super high grade and raw, and you're willing to take that chance, get it graded, and you can sell it, I mean, you're literally can almost get 10 times back on your investment on this book. Something to think about, guys. But going where I go, right around the $1,000 range, if I had the money, I would get it right around between a 7.0 and 8.5. And if you look at 8.5, you're looking at right around $1,000. The GPA on this, if we look, let's see here, we can go. I was looking at 7.0s earlier, but if we just scroll up to 8.5, so as you can see, there we go, boom. I mean, going back in 2003, this was a $363 book before comics were even popular, but as you can see, it slowly climbed. It peaked back in 2020 at $7,200, and it's dipped back down, and it's slowly, I think it's finding its leveling off point. And if you look so far this year, 9 copies have sold, all between $2,600 and $2,200, and actually it's going down. You're looking at 26, 27, 24, 23, 25. So I think anywhere between $2,200 and $2,500 for this book. If you find it and want to get it graded, or you wanted to buy it graded, I think it's still a solid investment. Galactus is one of the biggest MCU villains out there. I thought they did a really good job with him in the movie. We know he's going to be coming back in the 616 or the Marvel, the MCU universe, so we're going to see him again. And he's just a really good character. I think with these Silver Age keys, these big Silver Age keys, you can't go wrong buying these books, holding on to them, and watching them appreciate in value. I just think it's a really solid investment. And that is it for today, guys. Those are my specs of the week for this week. Stay tuned for next week for my next specs of the week video. I will be doing CGC unboxings, guys, and I will be doing raw comic book purchases and sharing what my purchases are. And I will be doing pull list videos again, talking about what I'm buying, some of my favorite stories and things like that. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe. If you were a previous subscriber and you found my channel again, please subscribe again. I will be bringing out more content, and I look forward to starting this journey again with you guys. And guys, last thing, keep your ear out for that rooster crowing, because when the rooster crows, that means there's a good deal out there. This is Jaime Hernandez with Roosters Comics signing off. Y'all have a great evening, guys.